Welcome back to the channel, guys. Self Educated Economist here. So, today I'm going to be talking about silver and the amazing bull run that it's going through right now. This month has been particularly bullish, but even this quarter has been crazy. It's going through a crazy run right now. So, right now, silver is pretty much bullish in all long-term time frames. As you can see here in the 3-month chart, silver is currently above all major moving averages. So these top three moving averages are the 5 EMA, 21 EMA, and the 55 EMA, and it's also above the 200 SMA, simple moving average. So it's above all major moving averages, and you haven't seen silver really do something like this in a really long time in terms of like going into this parabolic blow off top phase. The last time it did that was back no well no not then that was one of the periods that was in the late 70s early 80s. It had a blow off top, and then most recently was this one right over here in uh, in 2011 where silver hit an all-time high of at the time was 49 bucks, 49 bucks, and the one previous to that in the 80s or in 79 in January 1980 was 48. So 48 and 49 bucks respectively, and right now silver has clearly blown way past that, and it's sitting at 77 bucks more or less. It was a 78 a couple of hours ago. So yeah, so like the question is, how long can silver run and keep going at this pace? Um, I personally think silver still has quite a much more room to run it, and the reason I say that is because every time in the past, at least in these past two cycles where silver had these crazy runs, like for example, look at this run right here. This crazy candle over here, and it still had room to go for. And mind you, this is a quarterly look. So this from here to here, there's still 6 months. From the end of this candle to the top was still 6 months. And you can see that the BBWP can have these crazy reads for a long time. And there is no sign of divergence in the RSI. There might be some potential chance of divergence between the high in 2011 versus this current high, but there's still 5 days left in before this quarterly closes. So by the end of this month, December, it will close. So if the RSI is above 79, sorry, not 79, 82.77, and right now it's a 77.99, then there won't be any chance of any divergence. Now I'm uncertain if divergence from this far back, close to 15 years ago, would this count. That is what I'm uncertain about. I guess we will see. We will have to wait and see what happens. But I personally think, just like how silver was going into this like parabolic phase over here, I think that's where it currently is right now. It's entering this parabolic phase, and I think it has more room to run into even into the second quarter, maybe even the third quarter of next year. And then I think after that we will see a pretty decent pullback. But who knows? I personally think that it still has room to go for the next 5 years or so. Like maybe we see a nice pullback, start to consolidate, maybe around this area around here, the 30 to $40 range, and then before it continues its way up to higher prices into the future, right? Can we see silver at 100 bucks plus in the next 5 to 10 years? I think it's really really possible with the things that are happening in the world right now. The economy is quite uncertain, and during periods of uncertainty, people like to go to safe havens like gold, silver, and Bitcoin. I think it's starting to play a role in that as well. But right now, silver and gold looking really, really, really strong. And yeah, I think the best thing to do is just get out of the way, let it run, and yeah, until you start seeing something like proper divergence forming. I wouldn't say that this run is over quite yet, and I think it has more breathing room, more room for it to run some more. Because even if you look at the monthly, like there's definitely no divergence here in the monthly. Uh, Weekly, same thing, no divergence. The BBWP is getting into extreme reads here, but I think it could do that for a while. The 5 day, no divergence. 2 day, no divergence. There's no divergence in any of these higher time frames. Even here, this read here, there's no divergence with the current read of 81, so it's above both of these numbers. So yeah, there is no divergence from the RSI, so it's just going through this crazy run right now. Let's look at back at this monthly. Just the question is, how much longer does it have to go? I see it has at least 6 months where it could still keep running at these very, very extreme reads, and maybe even more, to be honest. Because if you look here, when the BBWP got really into these extreme reads over here back in December 2010, it didn't really start cooling down until what? So 8 months later. Can silver stay this high and keep pumping its way up and to the right without creating divergence and get into a $100 ounce per silver coin? I think I said that correctly. And sometime in the summer next year, I think it's very possible. I think it's very, very possible, because from where it currently is right now at $78 to $100. Sorry, let me make this a little bit easier to read on screen here. Whoops. Yeah, so to $100, it's a 28% move. I mean, can silver pull back a tiny bit and then continue? I think it's very possible. It's not a big move. And right now it's in price discovery, so it's really hard to say how far it's gonna go. Right, it's in price discovery, and I think right now sky's the limit. I think $100 uh, silver is in the future. Anyways, if you're liking this I always say that wrong. If you're liking this content, please subscribe to the channel and follow me. So subscribe to the channel and like the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.